Alright, greetings everybody. It is me, Umbra, from a new camera position. Trying the camera in a new place today and seeing how I feel about it. So anyway, today I'm sure that some of you were expecting news. And I am here to tell you that, guess what? JP doesn't have any news yet. It could be that they're waiting until tomorrow. It could be that it'll be just a few hours away. So that's why I'm making this video in a hurry. It's going to be a short video, but today we're going to be playing a guessing game because that's apparently what JP Twitter Wotv is doing. So let's go. So this, for people who have been concerned about, oh, there's no summer unit, there's definitely a summer unit. It's 100% confirmed at this point. And what we have today is some hints, some hint pictures towards who it potentially is, which kind of a little bit different. Normally we just get the news and whatever, but I'll bite every once in a while for stuff like this because it's kind of fun. So we have this first preview picture where we got the little bit of the waistline. We can see a little bit of the design. Definitely a like frilly kind of two-piece here. Very like, it's got this purple flowing fabric kind. It's got a little bit on the arms. It's got a little bit flowing down into the midsection. That low piece looks definitely a little small, to be totally honest, but okay. Second picture here, we can see that she's holding a drink. We can get a little bit of a white piece of fabric in here. I think it's supposed to be maybe like a beach pillow or something like that going on there. You can see that purple fabric being draped up over the top to a black top. I also see a little bit of this kind of symbol in here, which I think is very relevant in terms of the stars. Over here we get a little bit of a armband. We can see again that repeated kind of silver metallic accessory jewelry kind of stuff is again highlighted here. We can see that. And last but not least, I think down on towards the legs. I mean, it could be potentially some weird thing if it's like it's a third arm or something like that, but very unlikely, and I doubt this is the face. So yeah, we got these 4 pictures to go off of, but we do know that whatever unit this is going to be posting around on the beach, digging a little bit of relax time. Very beach thematic, and just to, like, think about it. So today we will be releasing some of the illustration in advance. Look forward to the official announcement. The official announcement could be later today. It doesn't specifically say that it's tomorrow. Like, you can even... Right? The official announcement probably would be tomorrow if I had to guess, because otherwise, I mean, just a couple hours to guess, but we'll see. We'll update it. So who could it be? It's definitely a female character. We can guess that based on the bust. I mean, it could be Mont. Maybe Mont has grown some boobs, but it seems very unlikely with this. And taking a look at more recent characters, I'm just going to say that's probably not Trekken, probably not Ramada or Fina, as all of those characters have come out recently. Even like Shawls, I think, is very unlikely to be this character. I feel like, because we also just got Luciel, so I'm assuming that this is a character that we haven't seen too terribly much. It won't be an unit that already has a beach type. And I would assume that it's also not Raph. The purple and black color very much is, to me, thematic of Raph's costume design. But it would be interesting to see that Raph getting another version of her, given that she just got an Xmas version, which, is a little bit ago, but it feels like there's a lot of other characters that could potentially see it first. So, breaking down my first thought, my initial thought, without thinking really too hard or too long about anything, wasn't wrath per se, because I feel like the colors are a little bit of a misleading thing here. It's not amethyst. The bust size is just not correct, and that also makes me think that it's not green. I mean, as much as I would be happy to see Perrine getting it, Perrine's design is very, very not like this. So, I mean, I assume that I'm also going under the assumption that there are some hints in this picture as to who it could potentially be. I'm also assuming that it's not Alaya, because Alaya, while a very popular unit, has also had a fair amount, although to take that into account, I'm being coy about who my design is. Alaya's design originally was purple and black. I know it sounds weird. I'm not being pervy. I'm just noticing details here. Like, the bust size doesn't seem incorrect for this. And silver style accessories are on Alaya. So this does feel like, Alaya could potentially fit that design. But not necessarily who I thought. I'm kind of just going through the look of characters. Eliza could fit this color scheme relatively well. I don't think that that's necessarily wrong. And I'm kind of just perusing the list. Setia would be really cool, but this doesn't feel like Setia's color scheme. Again, Raychez, maybe. Raychez is another character that could potentially, I could see getting a beach unit of some kind. Jum has gotten hers recently. Farm, I don't think is popular enough. And I don't think this really illustrates her design either. So again, that's no. All right, so I'm going to get to the one that I actually thought who this belongs to. My assumption is that it is Moore. At least my initial assumption. Moore and Ramada have this kind of astrologer style theme with silver style bits. Moore's design, while originally like blue, white, and black, did have some purple elements to it, which doesn't seem too terribly off. But then, if you take a look at Moore's design, these stars are actually there as well, as both her and Ramada have kind of a astrologer theme to them. Now, this is a little bit against my best judgment too. The reason why I'm kind of against this, even though I think that this pretty perfectly fits to who I think it is because Moore has a new version in the story. Ramada has a new version of the story. Ramada came out relatively recently, and I thought that Moore would probably also be showing up relatively soon at roughly the same time as her sister, but to potentially, capitalize on that. I mean, both of them are fairly popular, but it could be that Moore's new story version is actually really, really far out, and this is the summer unit, which still is relatively close. I mean, thinking about who it could be other than this, of course there are a lot of MRs that I think people would be happy to see. Or maybe Leela could fit this kind of fun beach theme. Muriel also has a purple and black kind of color scheme and has a fairly kind of provocative clothing, so could be a match here as well. I'm just taking a look on the other screen. Muriel, not so much the star theme repeated in it, which kind of makes me not think it. Maybe it could be Lucia. I don't know. I feel very much like my primary guess that I'm just going to lock into is Moore because of the actual design of the accessories more than anything. I think it really, really could match up quite nicely. But this is part of the fun. I'm not going to really talk too much longer. I think you guys should put your thoughts in the comment below, and very soon we'll probably have an answer as to who it is. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and see you later.